Hello everybody, this is Money Mom. Welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk to you about the 4 reasons we should live below our means. Let's get started. Guys, you've probably heard many people say, hey, you should live within your means, which sounds good. That to me means you've got enough to pay your bills with a little left over. I think it's a good decision if we can live way below our means, and let me tell you why. First, I want to tell you 2 little quick stories of why I came up with this video. Years ago, and I have a friend of mine, and I don't keep in touch with her as much now because she moved, but she and her husband together made a really good income, about 3 times as much as we did. And I remember once telling her, I said, that is such a blessing to, have a nice income like that. I bet it's, wonderful so that you can save and have money, to do the things that you want to do. And she said, I know it sounds like it would be nice, but to be honest with you, the more money you make, the more you spend, the more bills you end up having. She says, we have a lot of expenses and a lot of money going out of this house. And that got me thinking. I thought, wow, let's take a family that makes $50,000. We'll take a family that makes $100,000. Well, just because a family makes $100,000, does that mean that they're going to be spending more on groceries or have a higher house payment if they have a house payment? Does it mean that they, go out to eat more and spend more? Maybe the family that makes $50,000 invests and saves more than the one that makes $100,000. And I know there's so many factors that go into this, guys, of where you live, if you have children, all of that type of stuff. And I understand that. I'm just giving an example. And I have another friend of mine that she was a stay-at-home mom, and her husband was making good money, and they, had college loans, car payment, credit card bills, and other types of things, and they were spending the money that they had. He got laid off from his job and found a replacement job, but he took a $20,000 pay cut. Their bills were not ready for that kind of income. They were not ready for it. And that can really, really happen. That's why I feel like it's a good idea if we keep our bills low, and why I really feel it's important for us to reallocate or look over our budget, even if you don't do it every month. To look over what we're spending each month on our bills and other things, and ask ourselves if we're getting value out of everything. And I also think it's great to, maybe even take a month off of something. And, if you're not sure if you love something, maybe go without it. A lot of times, a lot of subscription services will put it on hold for 60 days. You could always do that just to test it and see if you're really getting the value. So, as you guys can see, when you make a lot of money, some people spend a lot of money. And problem is if some reason there's a loss of income, they're not prepared for it. So the 4 reasons why I feel it's important to live below our means is, number 1, if you have lower bills, you're going to be able to save more, which that seems like a given, because I really think it's good if you are able to save, and this doesn't include investments, and put in some type of savings 10% of your income. And if you can't do that, at least a little bit of something each month for emergencies. Number 2, it reduces our financial stress. They say a lot of times, I'm talking marriage, one of the biggest reasons people get divorced is because of finances. And, because there's so much money going out of the house. And I believe a lot of people spend money out of obligation. I really think that's a big reason a lot of money gets spent. Number 3, hopefully you'll have less debt, or possibly no debt, if you live below your means. And which also goes with the financial stress. And number 4, there's less to keep track of, because you don't have to be thinking about all of this. I think about this. If you make, and after taxes, bring home $2,000 a month, and after reallocating your budget, you were spending $1,800 a month, and after reallocating, you spent $1,200 a month, that could significantly increase your savings, hopefully reduce debt, and I feel like you'll be happier because you won't have so much to be thinking about. Let me know, guys, what you think about living below your means. Have you noticed that some people who make a really good income have a lot of bills, and they live in bigger homes, and they have more stuff? Not everyone, by the way, guys. And before I let you go, I want to mention that I know of a few people that make really good incomes, and they live way below their means. They invest wisely, and they're even more frugal than I am. So I'm just saying some people, okay? So let me know your thoughts on this video, guys. I always love and value your feedback. This is Money Mom signing off, and as always, I love you. Bye-bye.